Skin that smoke wagon and see what happens.
How's that for a slice of fried gold?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know how this machine worked.
It seems to run on some form of electricity.
And it was wrong. It was a bad call, Ripley. It was a bad call.
Bad call.
Some are good for fighting, others for dying.
It's just two movies.
Welcome back to oh my god, what is that behind you?
What?
Another episode of It's Just Two Movies.
Oh.
My name is Daniel. Welcome to our Halloween special, The Ween.
Hey.
Technically, the previous episode was the one that kicked it off, but I hadn't thought of how funny is the name The Ween at that point. So we didn't officially announce that one as The Ween, but here it is.
It's the Ween, baby.
It's time for The Ween. Yeah. So we're just going to be doing some horror movies. I think I'm going to make it 6 episodes long.
Okay.
Just specifically for some good scary movies and some schlocky rubber monsters.
Yeah.
I'm into it. I think it's going to be a good time.
I like it.
So today, this was your pick.
It was.
Yeah.
So I went with the only horror movie that I know.
Surely you know more than just the one, but...
So I went with The Cabin in the Woods from 2011.
Mm-hmm, yeah, and this is a horror mystery, hour 35-minute runtime. You can watch it now on Peacock. It's got a 7 out of 10 on IMDb, 92% on Rotten Tomatoes, 72% on Metacritic. This came out April 13th, 2012. Directed by Drew Goddard, starring Kristen Connolly, Chris Hemsworth, Anna Hutchinson, Jesse Williams. Fran Kranz. Was he the? Oh yeah, he's
Marty.
He's the token guy.
Yeah. He's the stoner.
Bradley Whitford and Richard Jenkins, and I cannot see them in anything other than their roles in Billy Madison.
Oh yeah.
And Step Brothers.
Yep.
When he's just like, I'm going to the goddamn Cheesecake Factory. He's just had it and he's pissed off. Without. I guess you could even spoil the hook. I mean, I feel like everybody's comfortable with this movie, and I don't know a lot of people that haven't seen it. But people that haven't seen it, I think, you'd be like, oh, I don't like horror movies. If it's the scary thing that gets you, the end of this actually might be a little much for you.
I don't really want to dive too deep into it yet, but I'll just say that it's about a group of 5 friends that go to, as in the title, a cabin in the woods.
In Southern California.
Right. A cabin in the woods where they kind of get a little bit more than they bargained for, I guess, and discover that there's more to this cabin. That's essentially, a little description there for you.
It's more than just teens go to a cabin in the woods and they're banging and drinking, and here comes a killer thing.
It's funny. They're supposed to represent, or they're supposed to be,
but it is that also.
Well, yeah,
but
they're supposed to be like in their 20s. Like I'm pretty sure all of them they're in their 30s.
They're college kids.
All of the actors though are in like their 30s when this came out.
that would make sense.
But they look and play the part.
Yeah,
really well. So
absolutely, I love the way that Chris Hemsworth is never more than an arm's length reach away from a football.
Oh,
or a football reference of some kind.
Gotta be. Is he the jock?
Oh, you know it. He's the athlete.
The athlete. That's what it is. Okay.
Jock's offensive, please.
Sorry, bro.
Athlete.
This is 2021. The athlete. Actually, before we get into it, I don't think we mentioned like budget and.
I didn't even get that. Do you have that? I have box office.
What was the box office?
Oh, this was also produced by Josh Whedon.
Oh yeah.
Box office $66.5 million.
So for budget, I have $30 million for budget.
Okay, nice. Doubling it up.
Yeah, this says worldwide gross $70 million. So yeah, somewhere like right around where you said.
A Josh Whedon and Drew Goddard joint.
Which, man, why doesn't Drew Goddard make more stuff?
I don't know. Some stuff when I was talking to Doug previously on the show, he mentioned some things that like made me question. Well, every time I see a movie and it's credited as directed by so and so, that could technically not be the case because the studio can just fire the director 3/4 of the way through the movie and hire a different director.
There have been several movies. I mean, countless movies.
It makes me wonder who was actually like. I mean, I don't know. Drew Goddard, has he done anything else? I mean, I'm sure he's done other things. I just mean, like, has he directed anything else?
So I think he was a big part of The Cabin in the Woods, but it looks like he also wrote and directed Bad Times at the El Royale.
I like Bad Times at the El Royale. Yeah.
Looks like he was one of the writers for The Martian.
Okay, like The Martian.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Some other Daredevil. I guess he did something on Daredevil. He helped create it. Okay.
The movie or the show?
The show.
Okay, I was like,
so he was probably like this. He did the screenplay or whatever.
Okay.
But yeah, he's done a few things. It's just I'd like to see more stuff
of this.
Like this.
Yeah.
I love this movie, man.
So right. you ready? You ready to dive into this?
You ready to dive on in?
I'll dive on. Oh my God, what's that in the water? It's us talking about the movie. But nonchalantly pushes it in the lake. Here we are. It's a joke from the movie. If you've just watched it, you get that joke. If you haven't seen it in more than a week, that joke is just for me. The first fucking thing about it, they just open up. It's like the office setting.
Yep.
And they're like having a little water cooler conversation and, just chatting it up, having a good old time. Richard Jenkins and Bradley Whitford. And it's just funny. He's like talking to him. He's like, "Are you even fucking listening to me?" When they're on the little golf cart, and he's not, and he's just zoning out. And whatever he says, then just the title card, Cabin in the Woods,
up. Yeah. It's just like office banter, and you don't really get much from this opening. You can tell they're in some sort of facility.
Yeah,
but you don't know anything past that.
No, it's like maybe leftovers from The Spy Who Shagged Me, Austin Powers. That's where there's the tiny. Never mind.
So we cut to the college kids.
Yeah, you gotta meet the kids.
I think it's fun. So we first see. I think her name is Dana in this.
Oh yeah.
Her real name is Kristen Connolly.
Right.
We see Dana like kind of prancing around her apartment, and she's in her underwear. And I thought it was funny because like all of her windows are clearly open.
Right.
They're open. The blinds are up, and she's just fucking prancing around in her underwear,
dancing in her undies. Yeah.
It's like, what? Do people do this?
I not with all the windows open. Right. Certainly.
But we get some good banter between the college kids.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Hemsworth is really funny in this.
Yeah, he is.
He's just a funny athlete, good-looking dude.
Yeah.
But he's smart.
But yeah, he's smart. He's smart as shit.
He's super smart.
They're like, he's on a full academic scholarship, so he just like can also play football. It's not his thing. They seem to make it look like it is his arc though, but they just made him smart. It's great. I like it though. I thought it was really interesting. And then enter the most token guy I've ever seen in a thing.
This token stoner guy.
Oh my God!
You know what's really funny? Like I noticed this. I've watched this a few times, but I just noticed this. He pulls up and he gets out of his car and he locks his car, but the windows are still down.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. Yep. And that's it, man. And that's all the weird shit he does. He's like, "Why are you driving with the fucking bong?" And he's like, it is, the cops won't stop him because he's not afraid of their, whatever, man. And he's like, "You're not getting in my grandpa's fucking Winnebago
RV with
that fucking thing."
bong.
He's like, "What, at 9 a.m.?" And he breaks it down. It's a coffee cup. It is pretty cool, man. I like the coffee cup thing.
So a little bit of trivia for you.
Yeah. Is it functioning? Is that a functioning device?
It is. It actually is. So the thermal coffee mug / bong was a fully functional mug and bong, as portrayed in the film. The prototype, how much do you think it cost to make that?
Oh, to make one?
To make that. Just give me a guess.
The cost of one of those cups?
$5,000.
What?
Because, I mean, you think about how, like, this...
Well, I was thinking, like, janky. You know what I mean?
It looks pretty badass, though.
I think it is super badass.
Yeah. And it, like, the retractable feature, like, it's fucking cool, man.
Mm-hmm.
It costs a little bit of money to make, but $5,000, that is a lot.
I think it's dope as fuck.
Right?
So you get resin in your coffee?
Well, I think the hitter piece, it comes off, and it's just attached to the handle, I believe. If you saw him, he takes it off, and he, like, It attaches to the handle, I
thought
think.
that was the bowl bit.
Oh, maybe it was. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm gonna cut all this pipe construction conversation,
Okay.
or not. Maybe I'll leave it. I don't know. You know.
So the gang gets ready. They pack up the RV. As they're leaving, we see a man on the roof.
Yep, and he's like,
what's he doing?
He's like, birds left the nest.
What's he
We're
say? He says,
right on schedule.
The nest is empty. We're right. Yeah, we're right on time.
We're running on schedule. Whatever.
We see the two gentlemen from the beginning.
Yep.
They're prepping for something. There's lots of computers and dials and screens and
levers.
levers.
Levers, cranks, e-stop buttons.
E-stop buttons.
It's a very fancy, like, late 90s looking
lab. Or
it doesn't look super up to date. You know what
doesn't,
I mean?
yeah.
Nah.
This is 2011. I guess maybe it looks appropriate for that time. I don't know. But
that wasn't that long.
That was a few. It's been 10 years.
Yeah,
10 years
for my kid. Anyway.
So the next scene we get, the kids are stopping. The kids, they're not kids. They're young adults. The YAs.
Young adults.
They're stopping at a gas station to fill up. And I really fucking like the casting for this guy.
Oh, he's perfect. I have the same thing written down. The subtle art of the dickhead gas station attendant. Nailed it.
Let's see. I just want to mention that actor. His name is Tim DeZarn.
Tim DeZarn.
You did a great job.
Tim DeJohn. Tim DeJohn.
At being a redneck gas station attendant.
He's such a dick, man.
He is too, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're just trying to get some gas. He's being a dick. He calls the hot chick a whore.
Right, yeah, he's about to get the shit beat out of him. And then Chris Hemsworth's like, or the other guy, the intelligent guy, he's like, hey,
Scholar
man,
or whatever.
I think we got enough gas. Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, about to have the holy shit beat out of him.
But I love what he says, because I think they're like, we got enough gas. He's like, you got enough to get you there. Getting back's your problem.
Yeah, and then he's fucking spitting all over the place, man. Just eating that fucking chaw.
Oh, just eating it, son.
Just chewing on it. It's
his
fucking,
name in this, though, Mordecai.
Is that it? Oh, yeah. He said, Morty, baby, what's happening?
And we'll get to that. But yeah, that dude was perfectly cast. Good performance by him. Good short performance. So they get the gas. They're on their way to the cabin. And we, the audience, see an eagle fly into a invisible barrier.
Yeah.
An invisible force field.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
And I think that it's really smart that they kind of give it to you straight away. Because if you didn't know, and then later when he does the motorcycle thing, which we'll talk about, later when that happens, you'd be like, fucking cop out. You know what I mean? It would feel cheap.
Yeah, right.
Right, yeah.
So you know that
it's a good idea to plant that seed.
Yeah, I like that. It's a good observation, Daniel.
So they get settled into the cabin.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Everybody's getting settled in.
What do you think about the cabin?
When they're like, this is fucking awesome, I'm like, it's okay.
It looks pretty rough on the outside. Inside's a little nicer. Something I noticed is the inside is so much bigger than what you see on the outside.
Right. Well,
I don't know if that was just an oversight or
I don't know if
or maybe
it feels way more massive. Maybe it's longer and you can't really tell
from that
maybe,
shot.
Maybe that's part of the cover art because it doesn't show the house like coming apart or whatever. I don't know.
It does.
It does seem bigger on the inside though, like immediately.
You're right.
Yeah.
Because you've got like 4 decent sized bedrooms.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. It was just like something I noticed. I was like, it seems a little bigger on the inside.
Right. And then they find that 2-way mirror in there where the smart guy's bedroom.
Yeah, the scholar.
The academic or the scholar. Thank you.
Is he the academic?
He's the scholar. Scholar and she's the virgin. She's not a virgin, but they'll take what they can get.
Right.
So that their room has a 2-way mirror. So she sees a mirror, he sees a window. Yeah,
so at first he sees a picture on the wall.
Right.
And he's like,
nope.
Nah, because it's like of a or like a killing of an animal
it looks like a bunch of Protestant pilgrims tearing apart a lamb that's alive.
Yeah.
Is what
it's pretty fucked up too. It's pretty
a gruesome painting.
Yeah. So he's like, nah, I'm good. So he takes it down, and that's whenever he sees the two-way mirror. He's like, oh, because he sees her changing.
Right.
And he's like, oh shit.
Oh.
Walks away, walks back. This is a perfect
Yeah,
no.
no.
He's like, okay. Because he's a good guy. He's a decent guy.
Mm-hmm.
He starts banging on the wall. He's like, no, I can see you.
Yeah.
So they switch rooms.
What about you? Would you take a cheeky pee-pee?
I think I'd be a gentleman. I feel like I'm a gentleman. And
yeah, I think I would too.
let someone know, hey, this is weird.
Right.
Like, I'm not going to allow that to
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
That's fucking weird.
That's super weird, man. Everybody's getting settled in there. They figure out the mirror thing. They're like, well, it's fucking crazy. And Stony Guy says, he's like, man, I'm super baked.
Because he stays.
Yeah, and then they cut back to the office. And they're doing the speakerphone gag with the guy from the gas station, Mordecai.
This is awesome.
Morty, baby, talk to me. He's like, their eyes are blind to the horrors ahead. The old gods will bathe in their blood and blah, blah. He's just saying all this crazy shit. And he's like, oh, yeah, that's how it works.
And he's like,
am I on speakerphone? He's got him on speakerphone. They're all laughing.
Like, you know what? You were. I didn't even realize that
Let me take you off.
Let me take you off here, buddy.
Doesn't take him off. He starts talking again. He can hear the other people laughing. He gets super pissed. But it's funny because he's called, like, I don't know, he's just trying to sound like an old, like an Old Testament sounding. Yeah.
And he does a really great job of it.
Mm-hmm. And then immediately he's like, oh, God, come on, man. That's so rude. You didn't let me know I was on speakerphone.
I think at this point we basically learned that these two, Sitterson and Hadley, those are their names.
Oh, okay.
In the,
Gotcha.
In the film. They remotely control the cabin and can basically manipulate the situation, right?
They can give it a gentle nudge.
Yeah.
They can open a door. They can close a door. They can release pheromones that will, should make you behave kind of a certain way or have a more predictable behavior.
Mind-altering drugs.
Yeah, they have some mind-altering drugs. They put it in that girl's hair dye.
Yeah.
Like, it's slow release through the scalp in the hair dye. Like,
to basically, like, increase her, wasn't it to increase her libido?
Like sex drive, libido, exactly.
So that was really interesting. I haven't watched this in several years, and I
feel like I watched it maybe 2 Halloweens ago, but since then, I hadn't seen it since it came out.
Right.
It's been a long time.
So the lab departments, or the facility departments, I guess, not just the lab, they all take bets on this, though, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they got a huge pool going. It's like every different department at this place, like, utilities and janitorial, maintenance, and all these different departments, logistics or whatever.
Right.
They're all getting into on a big pool of some kind.
We're back at the cabin. We got a little game of truth or dare.
Truth or dare. You knew it was coming.
You knew it's got to come.
So, speaking of gotta come, how many furries do you think just creamed their whatever they wear during the wolf makeout?
Oh my
thing?
God!
just inadvertently, just
this
blowing.
Fucking scene. So Jules, the girlfriend of Chris Hemsway.
Chris Hemsway?
Hemsway? What's his name?
Hemingway.
Hemsway.
Hemingway.
That's what it is.
Hemsway?
Sorry, it's been a long week.
Jim
Harrison. That's his name.
Harrison.
Jules has dared to make out with the wolf on the wall.
He calls it a moose because he's so baked. You get it?
Because he's super baked.
Yeah.
She's like, when's the last time you saw a moose?
Yeah. He's like, well, that creature.
That creature on the wall.
He says to it. She makes out with the wolf. It's really horny. They're having a good horny fun time.
They really sexualize it there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you can tell that they're showing the people at the office space are like, oh, pressing the thing or whatever and release a pheromone. You see it come out of a vent in the house or whatever.
Yeah.
And they're like, all right, everybody, let's get the show on the road. And they blow open the cellar door.
Mm-hmm.
So they decide to go down there. And what's down there? A bunch of weird, creepy shit.
Bunch of weird items.
So what would they do? Play with all of it.
They fucking play with them like idiots. And they find Dana finds a diary and she reads some of the passages. She comes to some Latin. This is really funny. The stoner guy's like,
Don't.
I urge you not to fucking read this.
And there's a voice on the wind.
Read it out loud.
Yeah, right. It's cracking me up.
Oh man.
You eventually come to find out that the stony paranoid guy, he is experiencing a different thing because he, like, all the pheromones and drugs or whatever, the weed he's smoking is making none of it effective on him.
Right.
He's just too baked for it.
Right.
So he does kind of pick up on these things.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, he's got some funny moments too.
He's cast really good for this, and I don't like when they're like, oh, that moose, that's not doing it for me. But the other shit he says that's interesting and true, and they don't. He's not a throwaway character. I like that a lot. They give him a little bit of depth.
Yeah, the moose bit was a little.
There's still a person. It's the same in every. But they give more humanity to all the other characters and just the token guys just dead every time.
Right. Yeah, he's cast really well in this. So she reads the passage, and it awakens
the Buckners.
The Buckners.
Yeah. And they're here to... My name's Buck, and I'm here to fuck.
I'm here to fuck. We cut back to the lab, and they're like, oh, redneck zombie family, the Buckners.
Yep.
All right.
100% clear rating.
Maintenance wins again, I think.
Yeah, whatever it is.
And one of the girls is like, I had zombies.
He's like, you had zombies.
You had just zombies.
This is...
Zombie redneck torture family.
Zombie redneck torture family.
So I actually paused it
to write down the bracket.
Well, to look at the bracket and see all of the creatures or whatever they are.
Yeah. Was there anything in there that?
Damn it! I think I deleted it. Oh no, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Here we go.
Nice.
Here we go. The list of monsters, basically. Sexy witches.
Okay.
I'm just gonna read some of the funnier ones.
No, please do.
Angry molesting tree.
What? It's like the Angry Orchard.
There's one that just says Kevin. Like, who's Kevin?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I love it.
Let's see. Hell Lord.
Okay.
What else we have here? The Scarecrow folk.
Yeah, right. You see them in the end. You get a little payoff with some of those.
Dismemberment goblins.
I don't know about Kevin though, or dismemberment goblins.
Who's Kevin?
right. Bacon.
The unicorn.
Oh yeah, the unicorn was cool.
Sugar plum fairy. Giant twins. I didn't see those. Yeah, I just thought that was awesome that they actually listed all of the monsters. That was really cool.
Great.
Snowman. Just a scary snowman,
nice.
I guess.
Jack Frost.
Yeah, so fucking maintenance wins again.
Yeah.
Wins again.
So
fucking
and you kind of get I don't think this isn't something they wait to reveal. When they're all down there playing with all this weird, creepy old shit, somebody's going to put on a necklace or blow in a seashell or wind up a music box or something. You know what I mean? Somebody's going to do something to activate a thing.
Right.
So there's a bank of things somewhere.
Yep.
And what they pulled out of that, what they pulled out of that raffle was the zombie murder family or whatever.
What they activated, yeah. The passage that she read activated them. Yeah, because I wrote down the items downstairs determine which enemy the group will face. There you go.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna blow through. Blow it, baby. Just a few quick, funny parts. We've got Jules acting like a slut.
Yep.
That's what she does.
Yep.
One of the funniest parts, I think, in this. Marty and Dana are interacting, and Marty's like, puppeteers, man. And Dana's like, puppeteers? And Marty's like,
Pop-Tarts?
Did you say Pop-Tarts?
Did you say you have Pop-Tarts?
You have Pop-Tarts?
He's like, I'm going to go read a book with pictures.
Yeah, he goes to read this book. What was it? It's like Little Nemo or something like that. Yeah, he gets kind of freaked out by the whole situation, so he has to go read it.
As you would if you weren't like on hormone drugs.
Right. Jules and Chris Hemingway.
Jules and Chris Hemingway.
They go into the woods. This fucking cracked me up. He's like, "We're alone. It's okay, babe. We're alone." And then it cuts back to the lab, and it's just a lab full of dudes watching them.
Oh yeah, yep.
Just the two operators are like, "All right, guys, let's
Ernest Hemsworth and that girl, whatever her name was,
Jules the
yeah,
slut.
They're having a good time.
They're having a good time. They're having a go.
It's terrible. All right, we're not saying that she is a slut. It's a sacrificial thing.
Yeah.
It's a sacrificial thing. One of them's the whore or the charlatan or the slut.
They make her that way.
Yeah, they make her that way so she can die.
Right.
Pretty much. And then they have the fool, the scholar, the athlete, and the virgin.
Correct.
Yeah. So they're all super typecast, and that's why we're not like derogatorily saying
no. Right. This whore.
right.
No. So I kind of forgot about this part, but boobies.
Yeah, there's boobies.
All right. The couple's in the woods. They're about to
Smush.
get it on, son.
Smush.
And they're attacked. They're attacked by the super redneck zombie family. The Fuckners.
Yeah, the Fuckners. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Fuckners, they kill the girl.
She's the first to go.
Ernest Hemsworth gets away.
Ernest Hemsworth.
I'm sorry, Chris Hemingway. Sorry, I cannot get him straight.
Hemingway gets away.
Chris Hemingway.
Chris gets Hemingway.
Apropos of, getting away. Yeah. So he gets away, gets back to the house, and he's like, "Shut the fucking door, fucking wow." He's like, she's dead. I'm Ernest Hemsworth. Help me. Where's my football? And that's like where we're at.
Yeah.
And the guys up in the office room or whatever, they're like, "All right, showtime. Buckle up, baby."
So this was where we kind of realize that it's a sacrifice, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever dies, is being sacrificed.
You see that they throw a lever and there's like ritualized blood spilling into a rock shaped like a thing. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah. Come on, it's
fucking baby. I wish I had just a rock that had a shape in it, so occasionally I could pour a thing in it and be like, yes,
just beer,
right? It could just be shaped like a smiley face, or I don't really care what it is.
We need to get that for spooky time, for spooky
we should
season.
get that for spooking.
Yeah, for spooking.
Be real spooky now.
So it's a blood offering. It's your classic, good old,
fantastic,
ritualistic, blood offering, baby.
I like the way that this thing is like, how many cliche things can we do,
right,
and still have fun?
It's kind of like a love-hate letter to horror films. I think.
Yeah.
This film, you know what I mean?
I certainly have fun with it.
It makes fun of it.
Oh my god!
But it also has
the ultimate payoff because, now that I already know what's going on, the Buckners, the fact that it's the Buckners, I find incredibly disappointing when I know
what else there is.
All the options. Yeah, exactly.
Well, and I think
that's probably why they do it. They're like, let's just make it a zombie country thing.
But I also like the fact that the people in the facility are kind of disappointed too, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're like, oh
man, not the fucking zombie.
I'm never
family
gonna
again.
get to see a merman.
Fucking what's his name?
Yeah.
That's all he wants to see is a merman, the merman.
Right? Yeah, he wants to see the merman monster. And Richard Jenkins is like, don't even worry about it, baby. They're fucking terrifying, and the cleanup on them is a nightmare.
Right.
Which comes into play later. Anyway, the Buckners, they're coming. They're coming and they're trying to kill people, and they're
a scary old bunch.
Pheromones are getting pumped into the house and making people being like, no, actually, we should split up. Yeah. So everybody goes in separate rooms. They all get locked in, and old Marty, Fran Krantz. What a name. Oh, Frank Krantz. I loved him in this. He was my favorite part of the whole movie.
Yeah. Yeah, he's fantastic.
I think so, and I'm really not like, like the how high am I thing is like
it's overplayed.
It doesn't really do it for me. It's overplayed, but it's not overplayed in this. But it is kind of tasteful. Maybe it is overplayed, but just tasteful.
I think it's tasteful because in most movies, it's taken to the extreme to where the stoner guy starts seeing stuff, and
man,
you know what I mean.
oh.
That's just fucking dumb.
Like somebody would be talking to him and he'll just be, what?
And then he just starts having visions.
Yeah,
It's like,
now,
come on,
this guy's insightful. He's intact in reality,
right?
But he is well acted. He's very funny and very witty. Like his character's written very witty. I like it a lot.
Right. I just going back to him reading the Little Nemo book.
Mm-hmm.
I like where he's like, I'm my own man. I make my own decisions.
Yeah, it's like, go for a walk.
He's like, I think I'm going to go for a walk.
Yeah,
bro.
he's like, you can't fuck with me. You can't tell me what to do. I'm going to go for a walk. It's like it was his own idea.
Right. There's a scene where Dana opens the door. I think it's just after Ernest Hemingway comes back to the cabin.
Yeah. Just full on.
She opens the door. She's like, there's nothing out there or whatever she said.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the fucking zombies just throws Jules' head.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, oh, shit.
Fuck, he's packing.
And somebody catches it, don't they?
I think
somebody.
I think it might
they're
be
like,
Chris.
what the fuck?
It might be Chris Hemsworth. It might be the redheaded gal. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you were saying, they all go to their rooms, I think,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, and old Marty, breaks the lamp on accident, and he finds a mic.
Shit,
he finds a camera.
He finds a camera.
Yeah, and he's pulling it. It's like going up the wall and in the crevice, and he's like, "What the fuck?" Because above the puppeteers, you know?
Yeah.
What? Oh my god, I'm on a reality TV show. My mom's gonna think I'm a burnout or whatever he says.
Oh man, that's good shit.
He gets snagged.
Grabbed though, yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll just tell it now.
Yeah.
You think he gets killed.
He doesn't.
He doesn't.
Yeah, but it's pretty quick. They drag him him in a hole and you see blood go up and he screams.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like one of those wait, did he just get killed? Because you know that Jules got killed, right?
Mm-hmm.
You just see it. You saw her head.
Right.
She's
yeah.
dead.
Yeah, for sure she's dead.
With Marty it's a little different.
Yeah, so it's the guy, the virgin, the athlete, and the scholar.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, let's get the fucking Winnebago and let's get the fuck out of here. And they're burning ass out. The guys in the office are like, oh, fucking, we didn't, what, nobody blew up the tunnel? Are you fucking kidding me?
So in the lab, they're kind of losing control of the situation.
Yeah, it's a race to make sure the tunnel blows so they can't get out.
Right.
Yeah.
Who, one of the lab guys, Richard Jenkins, kind of saves the day, right?
Yeah, he's pulling boards and shortening wires.
He's fucking hot wiring.
He's hot wiring. He's hot
to make
wiring
a
tunnel explosion.
Explode.
Yeah.
This is where we get the motorcycle scene, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because they stop, so the tunnel explodes. We see Chris with some badass reverse skills.
Oh my god, yeah.
In an RV, no less.
In an RV, it's a real deal. I'm like, dude, I'm a fucking backup machine. But in an RV, I don't know, man.
In a tunnel like that, that's a little tricky.
Yeah, that RV's fucking huge.
Right.
I'm like, when we have a long driveway, so I drive the trash down, I'll back all the way up, back into my spot just because I'm like,
look at what I can do.
Right. I don't even have to turn around.
So they get out of the tunnel, and this whole time, it's not like this just appeared out of nowhere. Like there's a motorcycle out of nowhere. There's a motorcycle attached to the back of the RV.
Yeah, it's been there the whole time.
It's been there. Ernest Hemingway, he's like, guys, I'm going to fucking jump this motorcycle across this gap. I'm going to go get help.
Yeah.
I'm going to write some poems. Is that what Hemingway did?
Chris Hemingway, yeah. He's a sociology major.
So he fucking jumps this gap and he hits the invisible barrier.
Yeah, he does. It's pretty brutal too.
It's fucking because he doesn't just hit it and then like that's it. He falls all the way down and just keeps like hitting.
It's so big. It's so, like you watch him hit like 8 times.
Yeah, it's like god damn.
Yikes.
Whew.
So this part's a whole lot of fun.
Yeah.
And then what's their plan? They're like, we gotta go. They're gonna go back.
They go back, but the scholar's plan is to just fucking go through. He's like, we'll find another road.
Yeah.
We'll find a way out of here. We're not gonna go back to the cabin.
No.
But he gets fucking killed immediately.
Right.
Because there's one of the Buckners is in the RV.
Oh yeah. So she bails.
They wreck.
Right.
The RV wrecks into the water. She gets out. She survives. We get a scene from the lab where they're like, okay, this can work. The virgin's death is optional.
Yeah, so this is like, they're done. They did it.
They think they've done it, right?
Yeah, they think they've done it.
They fucking start partying.
They're I really like the bit where fucking Bradley Whitford's like, man, just think of all the needless pain and suffering.
I'm really rooting for this girl. Yeah.
Tequila is my lady. It's just like people come in, they're popping bottles and shit. It's party time. They did it. They saved the world again.
Yeah. Dude, that part was fucking awesome.
So they're having a party. They're having a nice little office party, and in the background on all the TVs, you see the girl
Dana.
You see the girl Dana, Kristen Connolly, just getting the dog shit beat out of her by one of those zombie guys. Like he's fucking her up.
Yeah, she's having a hard time.
She sure is.
While they're partying, the red phone rings.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know exactly.
Man, a red phone is never good.
Never good.
It's never good.
Because they're like, oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
The red phone's ringing.
Is it the red phone?
Turn off the fucking music.
Yeah, shut the fucking music off. The red phone hasn't rang in 22 years or what, you know what I mean? So they're like, what do you mean? Wait, which one?
Yeah.
And it's on the TV in the other round. Here comes old fucking Stony Marty to the rescue. He's got his bong or whatever. I don't remember what he's got. But he's beating somebody with a thing. And so they knock that guy in the water and they get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
So it's Marty and Dana.
Yeah, and so Marty, I guess when he got knocked out or whatever, he actually found the secret underground passage
where the Buckners came from.
Right.
Yeah.
That also leads to the lab.
Mm-hmm.
So they take that. They get to see all these fucking monsters.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are pretty fucking...
some are pretty badass.
Some are pretty badass. Some are pretty creepy.
Tell you what was your 2 favorite?
2?
2. What was your 2 favorite?
Oof.
Mine's got to be the giant fucking snake.
I like the snake, man. It looks good, though, right?
And the bat, dude. Get the fuck out of here with that giant vampire bat.
Vampire bat, yeah. I actually liked the big creepy guy that was holding the sphere.
Yeah, he's very...
I liked him. He had, like, saws.
He's, very, very Hellraiser-esque.
Yeah, like saws in his head.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, he was...
Did you think it all looked pretty good, though, as far as, like, the monsters and the...
The only one I didn't like was the little ballerina girl that had a face full of teeth.
That looked kind of...
Well, it didn't, like... I don't know, just fucking kick her really hard. Like, she just didn't seem very threatening to me.
Well, I have expected...
And the teeth, like, the mouth wasn't expressive. Like, you could have just, like, I don't know, made her dead.
I half expected something to come out of her mouth, though.
Yeah.
I think I would have rather seen that. So you're like,
her,
oh,
spit acid or something.
That or like
cool.
A huge, crazy, creepy tongue or something.
But
that
like
fucking...
just a big dick. Just fucking flump.
Like it doesn't do anything. It just lays there. You're like, what the fuck? Get that out of here.
Thing shot a dick at me.
So they take this down. They see all these creepy monsters.
Oh yeah, they're like, fuck this shit.
So Dana accidentally runs into Richard Jenkins' character, and she accidentally kills him.
Right.
And you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, and he's like, wait, it's you.
Yeah.
Please.
Kill it.
Kill him.
Kill him. Yeah, that's what he says.
Yeah,
kill him.
She's kind of getting the subtle thing that like all the guys that are after him from the facility, they don't really care about killing her. They want her to get out of the way. They just want to kill Fran Krantz.
Fran Krantz.
They just want to kill Fran Krantz.
Right, because then their mission's good. They're saved.
Yeah, that's it.
This is where we get to see, and I completely forgot she was in this, fucking Sigourney Weaver.
Me too. She's such a great, like, all of a sudden have her in it.
Right.
Because I was watching the thing when she's like, I'm sure you've seen terrible things. I was like, that's Sigourney Weaver? It's like probably just a voice actor that sounds like Sigourney Weaver. I kept listening to her. I was like, man, that sounds like they got Sigourney Weaver for this. And then later she walked out. I was like, motherfucker.
So she plays the director.
Ah, gotcha.
Of this facility.
She fucking...
And
she's directing, baby.
Oh, she's going to direct.
I'm telling you. She'll tell you which way. You can go fuck yourself.
Right. She basically explains the situation, what this is. how the gods basically need.
This is how they appease the old gods.
Yeah, exactly. Through this ritualistic, sacrifice.
Mm-hmm. So the idea is here that all the crazy, terrifying fucking monsters that you've just seen, aren't shit compared to what's still asleep.
Yeah, beneath them, right?
Yeah.
And it's trying to wake up because it hasn't yet gotten the blood that it needs, I guess.
Yeah, needs that
sweet,
blood.
sweet college blood.
Sweet, sweet college blood.
College kids.
Just fucking pouring beer on his face. Fucking Tucker and Dale versus Evil. It's another episode we did. It was really good.
Man, we should have waited to do that for
T and DVE.
To the
yeah.
I mean, we didn't think about it, I guess. All right, so Marty fights the director.
Yeah. She gets axed.
She gets zombie axed, and we basically get the end of the movie. We see the god.
Marty and Dana sit down on the stairs, and they're like, "Shit, man!"
Yeah,
and then they smoke a doobie together.
Yeah, right.
And then you see the place blow up, and a giant god arm comes out of the ground. Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah. So that's it, man.
I fucking enjoyed it thoroughly.
Yeah,
hadn't seen it in a while.
Holds up.
Yeah, it really does. I think this is going to be timeless to an extent. And a great thing about it is no smartphones. You take the smartphones out of the equation.
Yeah.
It helps build a thing about a story, because they would all just be Googling it, or Googling it, excuse me.
Or
if you could make an internet search engine for a movie, like a fake one, because you don't want to pay Google the rights to show the word Google on the screen.
Yeah.
What would you call your search engine?
Greaser.
Greaser's pretty good.
Just
I like Greaser.
Greezer.
Yeah. I was always going to do Google or Grooble.
Grooble.
Yeah. Just Grooble it, man.
But if cell phones were in this movie, do you think that within the barrier they could control the reception? Probably, right?
Yeah, of course.
They would take that out of the equation.
Yeah.
I assume. But yeah, that's something that I actually didn't even notice.
In a world with no cell phones. I heard it one time of like how many, because it's a ton of movies where they're just like, nope, cell phones don't exist. Or if they do, they're like clamshell phones.
Right.
There's a lot where just there are no cell phones in it.
Yeah.
It's clearly a work of fiction, but a cell phone's not a thing, which is what helps the story.
Yeah.
Because if you wanted to know a thing, you had to get in your car and drive to the library and get an encyclopedia and look up how to go fuck yourself.
Or a salesman comes to your door selling encyclopedias, and they fill your closet until you're in your 30s, and then you're like, I need to get rid of these.
Is you have an issue with Britannica? What's going on? My mom bought a set of encyclopedias when I was a kid. I think she still has them too.
Probably.
It was a handsome set. I definitely I got some use out of them for sure.
Nice. All right, that wraps it up for. Actually, I guess we should rate this bad baby.
Got to thumb it, man.
Got to thumb it.
How many?
Okay.
How many?
Yeah, let's hear it.
How many? How many?
What do you got for me?
How many gas station attendant thumbs?
If you had thumbs,
that had chew spit all over them. And oil. They're like grease from
no,
under.
It's oral, not oil.
You got some of that oral. You got some of that oil.
Oral. If you had 10 on your two hands, if you had 10 RVs as thumbs.
Okay. 10 thumb RVs? Holy shit.
It's a lot of
wow. RV thumbs.
That's a lot of RV thumbs.
Yeah, that's
just 10 of them.
That's a packed parking lot.
How many RV thumbs would you give it?
I'd do 9 and a Volkswagen Beetle.
What is that, like 9.25 or is that 9.5?
9.5. I was 9.5. Even though it probably is a quarter the size of a fucking Winnebago.
I am also going to go 9.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Solid. I mean, this is the thing I watched a year or two ago, and I thought, I was like, I remember every beat of this, and I did. and I still had a shit ton of fun watching it.
Yeah.
Like, I still did. So this has just aged incredibly well. If it's been a long time since you've seen this, hey, man, it's worth a revisit. It was actually really good.
Check it out.
There was a lot of comedy that I forgot that was in it. I remembered it being a funny movie, but I forgot to one extent. And even since, what was this, 2011?
Yes.
Even since 2011, the monsters and stuff look amazing.
Look good, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not billed as a comedy, though, which I've always thought is interesting.
Yeah.
But it...
Satire, certainly.
Satire, yes, for sure. But yeah.
There's so much comedy in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like dark comedy horror.
Right. I think that works. So now we're going to go watch a thing that...
We're going to go watch a listener recommend.
A listener / contributor.
Oh, yeah.
Recommend.
Yeah, this was a Doug Wicker exclusive.
Okay.
The One-Eyed Monster.
All right.
And it probably is about a penis. So here's a fake thing we made. We'll be back later.
Enjoy.
With our after we're gonna watch the movie. Welcome back to The Washroom. My name's Nick Fickle, and I'm here in the studio with Farnell Fex, CEO and creator of the Bluetooth bar of soap.
So, Flex,
just tell us a little bit about your product.
Well, you know, one might say, how could you make a Bluetooth bar of soap? And I would say to that person, shut the fuck up. This is my dream.
In my head, I was like, with microchips.
And what I would say, Johnson, to those people is microchips. Also, using our new waterproof technology, we're able to implement Bluetooth in a fucking bar of soap that gets wet. For just 15 payments of $59.99, you can enjoy our new Bluetooth bar of soap that lets you listen to music through a bar of soap in your shower.
Yeah, now I've read in the New York Times that the soap is like, it's like made out of like a lava rock and pumice and what are the other ingredients in it?
Semen. I'm also legally required to tell you that there are bits of uranium in this bar of soap.
I'm down with that. It sounds like it's probably exfoliating.
It's a really good time.
Yeah. It's okay, yeah.
It's so good for your skin.
So I see here it's also made out of bleach and camel dick fat.
Yes.
Tell me, how is that harvested?
Well, we import the camel dick fat from various countries that will not be named. And through a special patented technology, we're able to import that into the bar of soap that has Bluetooth, which enhances the output and the distance that you're able to listen to music. Just fucking buy it.
Of course, yeah. I'm also told that it tracks your like how many scrubs versus washing it and playing with it. It has a playing with it alert.
Yes,
that you can set on the app.
Yep, there's got to be an app,
and you just have to use your Apple ID or your Google. Your Google.
Google.
Your Google.
We found it very important to have an application on a cellular device that will control this bar of soap. It interacts with your body.
Yeah. And I understand you only have to have 14 procedural injections of magnetic microchips in your body to be able to to use this amazing product. Is
Yes,
that true?
I mean, of course,
Of
but
course
they're
it's
listen,
true.
listen. That doesn't matter. This bar of soap also tracks your sleep.
That's incredible.
Why shouldn't it?
Yeah, it puts nano beings in your that go to your blood.
In your bloodstream. Listen,
Yeah.
I could talk all day about how invasive this product is. But what I really want you to know, if you don't buy this, you're a fucking piece of shit. Buy our product, Blue Bar.
The blue bar
Brought to you by
by a minute.
Shut it up,
All right, we're back. We watched an hour and 24-minute softcore porn with almost no nudity in it, called One-Eyed Monster. So this is a
This is a movie.
November 11th, 2008 release from director Adam Fields. I wonder if he's made anything else. My money's on maybe not.
Well, it's the Fields brothers.
It's a Field Brothers production.
Written by Jordan Fields, Scott Fields, and Adam Fields.
Charles Napier, up top, plays the old man in it. He's fucking fantastic. Everybody else in this is kind of dog shit.
Right.
Jeff Denton, Veronica Hart, Amber Benson, Caleb Mayo, Bart Fletcher.
Or as I like to call him, Fart Bletcher.
I know you do. Jenny Guy, Jason Graham,
And
Carmen Hart, Frank Noel, and
don't forget
of the Asian Connection fame.
Oh no,
John Edward Lee.
That's not who I was going for.
From the Asian Connection,
That's
another shitty thing we watched on the show.
That's not who I was going for.
Oh,
and introducing
table drum roll
in his first feature film performance
from Cleveland, Ohio, standing at 5'7"
with a huge penis,
287 pounds, portly.
It's Ron Jeremy.
I don't know if he's from Portland.
And I also don't think this was his first feature.
No, he's been in a lot of feature films.
I mean, like non-porn feature.
Yeah, it's weird
film.
he's not like top billed in this. Like on like when you Google it.
Well, he's only in it for like half an hour.
You could say he's in it throughout.
You could,
and is actually the antagonist.
Do you think that's just like a well-cooked sausage?
I don't know what that is. Yeah, I used to work at a Dr. John's, and if you're not familiar with what a Dr. John's is, or if they don't have those where you live, it's like an adult toy store. So you go in there, and there's like dildos and fake pussies and pornos and DVDs, digital video discs.
That sounds funny,
various lubricants.
That sounds funny. Adult toy store?
Adults. It was called an adult store, but just so the toy thing
I
is
know,
driving
but
home.
you said adult toy store.
Yeah.
And that just makes me think.
Like model planes, drone parts, like to upgrade your drone, gaming rigs. That'd be fucking awesome,
That'd
though,
be
man.
awesome.
That's a really fucking good idea. If you could open an adult toy store, but like a department store, like a Walmart.
Yeah.
Where it'd be more like a Bass Pro, though, because it'd be high-end shit. Like, if you're into video games, we got dope video game rigs. We got fucking cabinets that are like emulator engines in them, where you could just have like all the arcade games on one giant fucking cabinet.
You know, you gotta have.
What do you gotta have? Time Crisis.
Badass.
Time Crisis arcade style.
Badass. Because old men are into this shit.
Oh, yeah?
Badass.
Suspenders.
Model train.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking sets, dude. Right?
Yeah, I could get down on a
old
model
dudes
train.
Love their model trains.
I paint some miniature models in the wintertime when I got a lot of time to kill.
Yeah.
For Dungeons and Dragons. It's pretty stupid, but
D&D.
I could get into some trains.
Danny and
planes and
Daniel
Dick. Let's talk about this movie. So I'm just gonna spoil the whole thing. An alien comes from outer space and it jumps into Ron Jeremy's dick. Ron Jeremy's dick jumps off of Ron Jeremy. So you've got this 9 3/4 inch thing fucking wriggling around trying to fuck everybody to death.
That's it.
That's what's going on.
All right, good night, folks.
All right, you guys have a good night. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Tip your waitress. And we'll be back next week. Welcome back to the second half. It's not called. It's just one movie. We were threatening you with both of them up top, and you're gonna get it.
You're getting it.
Yeah, you
twice.
son of a bitch.
For a movie about the porn industry, there are only 2 boobs from one woman.
Yep, like both of them at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just thought it'd be funny.
They're pretty great, but it was a movie about. I tell you what I like, man. I like the hilarious characterization of people that are so horny they're stupid. I really enjoy that in like some schlock cinema.
Yeah.
But like I don't mind nudity. Nudity doesn't offend me, but when I'm trying to watch a movie about a thing that's supposed to have a story and story structure,
does it typically
a lot of times they're just like this movie's bad, so here's people fucking. You like that, right? And I don't like that. I just don't like it. It's unnecessary a lot of the times. It is not necessary. And this didn't do that. It was a crew making a porno.
Yeah.
And there were titties in it once, and it wasn't even during a scene where anybody's fucking.
Right.
Yeah, it's just a girl practicing her lines, but she's got her cans out.
So, for the first 30 minutes of this, because it's billed as a comedy, I was like, "Where's the comedy? Where's the funny?"
It was coming,
but it came.
It came all right, all over the place. Came so hard
this
it wrapped
actually
people
does
up
have
in cocoons. And...
right. This actually does have quite a bit of good comedy in it. If you're fucking like us.
A child. If you're 14,
right.
If you're 14, this is very radical, bro.
If you still think dicks are funny.
Very radical, dude.
Very, very radical, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, you basically told us what the movie's about.
Yeah.
What was the little contraption?
It wasn't a little contraption.
It wasn't a little contraption.
You got a nerd guy, and he's like, "Man, I'm really into nerdy stuff. I'm working on a thing. It's gonna change the world,
revolutionize
bro. It's gonna revolutionize
the world.
Society are going to come together and bond over it.
Yeah.
And it's a robot thing you put your dick in." And where you can have sex with various celebrities in various parts of celebrities specifically. Right. He's like, "Oh man, I always want to get a blowjob from
Paris Hilton or whatever Paris Hilton. Says."
He's like, "Oh, so he's putting his dick in it," and he's like, "Oh man, it's great." And you don't see it, but you see the machine working his dong, and while he's hanging dong, and Thundergun 6, huh, or whatever number it is. Best movie I've ever seen. Guy hangs dong. And he's explaining this machine that he's got, and he's like, "Oh yeah." Another guy comes in, he's like, "What's happening here?" And he explains the machine. He's like, "Oh man, it's like he's having sex with Paris Hilton in the mouth." Like, he's very specific about it. Like, no, it is her mouth. You wanted to do her ass or her vagina, I'd have to make some adjustments.
I gotta punch a couple numbers.
Right. Yeah, he's got a hacker man. He's got to sit down at a keyboard and interlock his fingers and put his hands up top.
Crack his knuckles. Yep.
And then tippity tap away to make some adjustments.
Yeah.
It's a pretty wild looking machine. It's like 4 or 5 servo motors with rings, with little ring arms that are on a elongated silicone tube.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Just real quick, I wanna give you a shout out, man. It is really spooky in here.
Thank you for saying something. It is really spooky.
It's really spooky. It's really creepy. It's kind of creepy and rest in peacey.
Yeah. It's
keep outy.
Yeah, it's very creepy. It's spidery.
It's very spidery.
We got a lot of spiders going on. It's kind of funny.
It's kind of
Because there's two clowns in here, and one of them, you have to grab his dick to get the doorknob.
How fitting.
Yeah.
How fitting for the film that we're doing.
Put some spooky stuff in here to make it a little extra spooky for the pod.
Yeah.
And
that picture, that painting over there, that's scary.
The one of Santa Claus? That's in the other room.
No,
yeah, the scream. I love it.
Man,
how about the Stroh's girl? She's taking care of herself.
She, she's there.
She's got a lovely smile.
She does have a lovely smile and 2 Strohs. So going back to what we were talking about during the film,
if we have to,
what's the one thing that you hate about a bad movie?
I would say one of the things that aggravates me the most is it's like the dad joke version of making a bad movie. Like your Sharktopus, not into it. Like it's fine.
Yeah.
There are a couple of jokes in it that are pretty funny, but I'm not into the premise of like, look how stupid we can make this thing deliberately.
Right.
Now this thing was also stupid, but it's an alien dick from outer space that fucks people to death. Okay, that's what it is. It's what the movie is. That's what we're doing. And they got like almost every actor in it. I was like, oh, that's fucking low rent.
That looks like just like this person.
Yeah, low rent young Timothy Olyphant. Oh, that's low rent young Chadwick Boseman. Oh, that's low rent fucking whoever.
Right. It's Freddie Prinze Jr.
Freddie Prinze Jr.
Was one of them.
Through the whole fucking movie. Everybody really had kind of a I'm just doing I'm doing the same thing they're doing. You know, I just look a little different.
Yeah.
But pretty much the same. I don't know. It was very unusual.
No, but going back, like what we were talking about, like you're like, oh, I fucking hate when the guy was explaining something about light.
Oh my god, no. Well, this is a thing Doug Wicker and I talked about on another episode. But one of my maybe not. I might have just texted about it. I'm not sure. Anyway, one thing that bothers me is like when you have a really sciencey guy. I don't hate it. Actually, I love it. It's like my favorite part of a bad movie. That's how you know it's bad, because they didn't even look it up.
They didn't research anything.
They didn't even look it up. They were just like, I don't know, say it's that. They have a sciencey guy explaining a sciencey thing, and he will say a definitive sentence, and it's just not even fucking close. He was like, what is light but magnetics? It's whatever he said is like, okay, all right.
That's wrong.
Yes, super wrong. So, I love that stuff, man. I think that's really fun. Like, that's where me as the person watching the movie, because it's just a subject I listen to a lot of stuff on. Where was I going with that? I was going somewhere with that. Oh, I watch that stuff, and to me, it's like looking the director in the eye, and we lock eyes, and he goes, I don't care. That's what it is to me. He's like, I don't care about that.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah, he's like, it doesn't make a difference to my movie, and I am on board with it because obviously, like,
I wonder if they threw that in there as like an extra gag, though.
Yeah, for the second movie that we do on this podcast, every single episode, I guarantee you, none of them have won an Oscar. I'm just gonna put it out there. I would bet you $1.
Like what? The movie hasn't won an Oscar?
If you're the first person to email me, at it's just movies@gmail.com, I will mail you $1.
Like the movie itself, or people?
Not for that movie.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
What about you? Is there a thing?
There's a ghost over there, dude.
Fuck! God damn!
I didn't see it until just now.
Hey, these ants. You see these ants? They're not bad.
Oh, those are some big old ants.
Those are pretty good ants. Hey, that's how you get ants. You got a little ant on your shoulder there. I had a lot of fun with this flick, though, man.
It was fun.
It started a little like, okay, what is this?
Yeah.
Like, I read the description, so I knew what was going to happen, but I was trying to figure out, like, is this going to be funny or is
Right.
it taking itself seriously? Then they got off the bus and Ron Jeremy had a discussion with the bus driver and he's like, so you guys making a picture? And Ron Jeremy goes, yeah? Like he's gonna fight him or something?
Right, like he's mad about it.
Yeah. Oh man.
How'd you know about it?
Immediately I was like, all right, I'm into it. This is because it's like introducing Ron Jeremy like he's never been in another movie.
Right.
Oh my god, this thing is so fucking silly. Like
it's just silly, but it's fun silly.
Yeah.
It does feel a little long. Just because I feel like the joke kind of plays itself out.
You know, there are some parts of it that are hard to swallow.
Oh man, it's it gets to where it's kind of hard to chew.
You just don't know if you can ride it the length.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another dick joke. Moving on.
Yeah. It has a headache. That's a joke from the movie, and she's
right.
like, I bet it has a headache.
I like the bit where the older porn actress
the actress
is asleep for an hour of the film.
More than that. It's like an hour.
Because she got fucked too hard.
This thing was an hour. Yeah, she probably is asleep for an hour of it. Man, yeah, she did. She got fucked too hard, and they're like, "Oh man,
by Ron Jeremy's
put 14 tampons in her, wrap them in toilet paper, and just cover her up on the couch." That is not a cruel joke. That is literally what happens. They take a bunch of they wrap them up like it's a bomb, and then he uses like athletic tape to finish it off. And then she wakes up in the third act, and she's like, "I'm ready to save the day again with my
she
vagina."
Does.
And
because she can do kegels.
Yeah, she's kegling
with her vagina.
It's Ron Jeremy, and he's getting kegled, and she's gonna make him. And then when he does, the building explodes. The communications tower that's like 15 feet tall shoots fire out the top. Explodes and falls over.
Man. I like how it like popped up in the communications tower.
Yeah,
like when it exploded, it like popped up off of its hinges.
Oh yeah,
and then
shot out more fire out of the sky. Oh my gosh, yeah. There's a lot of fun to be had with this. If you don't care if what you're watching has any substance. So I really actually quite thought a lot of the acting was quite good in this.
Really?
Jason Graham I thought was great. Like he's doing a character, but he's doing it right.
As we said up top, Charles Napier was actually really good.
Charles Napier was great. He was perfect for this.
Everyone else
was low rent somebody else.
Low rent someone else. There were a couple people that
this guy, okay, you got the cast pulled up?
Yeah.
Look at Jeff Denton.
Oh yeah, Jeff Denton.
He's a mix between Dax Shepard and the guy from Scrubs. What's his name?
Oh,
look at him.
Zach Braff.
Zach Braff. Look at him.
Yeah, I can
look
see
him
that.
in the eye. He's like a Dax Shepard. Zach.
Look
Braff
him in
guy.
the eye, like I know him. Like he's
you
here.
fucking know him.
You fucking know that guy.
You fucking know him. Yeah, this is. This is a ridiculous thing.
This is a thing that exists.
The part where they're like, "Oh my god! Oh, I hear my car," and they go look outside, and there's a dude sitting in the driver's seat, and he's dead, and he's like getting his head smashed up against the. He's getting his head smashed up against the car horn.
Mm-hmm.
Map, 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 and it's the dick. The dick is fucking him in the butt. And he's dead, so he's hitting the horn with his head. And it's like, man, just leaves the horn on, and then it just shoots out the tailpipe of the car and scurries away. That was my favorite part of the whole movie.
That was the funniest fucking thing.
I lost it.
I think we had to pause it.
I think we did have to pause it because we were just cracking up too hard. That's good. That's good stuff.
Right.
I very much like that gag.
Oh man,
that was pretty good. When it's choking people, that's pretty good too. And the ending scene where they like make it bend and like look around and shit.
What do you think it is, though? Like, going back to what it is, it just looks like an overcooked piece of sausage. Or maybe not even overcooked, like just a regular cooked.
Are you talking about? I bet it's just a regular, like, fucking rubber dildo. Or plastic dildo or silicone dildo.
Did they cook
or
it
some kind
too?
Well, I'm sure you just put a paint job on it and cover it in KY jelly, and boom, it's a slimy monster. I guess you don't have to paint it. It's still a slimy monster, but it's not the one in the movie. You know what I'm saying?
It's a slimy pecker monster.
When the old man's telling his story,
yeah,
and he's like, I was in a bunker in Vietnam, and he's like really fucking getting into it. He's like, my CO had his pecker came off, his whole dick. And then I saw that dick and I called 2 Saigon hookers and I was like, but do that
I'll
pecker.
take you to the States. Yeah.
Man, his whole monologue about the whole thing was great. And I love the way they're like, oh, I could use a drink. He's like, he's got a flask of whiskey. And then they're all bombed. Like it's 8 ounces of.
But they're clearly not, though.
No.
Like they say they are. Yeah. Like, oh man, I'm so wasted.
I don't know, man. I'm pretty drunk.
But it's just straight face. Like,
welcome back to another episode of It's Just Two Movies. I'm very intoxicated.
We are so intoxicated that you might have trouble understanding what we're saying.
Yep.
In this episode.
You just recede back into the thing you were doing. Yes.
Yes. All right. What else you got for this thing?
I had a lot of fun with this, man. Really got a kick out of it. So the girl that does makeup, you can tell she's like got a thing for Ron Jeremy the whole time.
Yes.
And when his dick comes off, she's in the room with it, and she just fucks it, and then she's still alive, but she doesn't tell anybody.
Right.
She doesn't want him to know. She just fucked a disembodied dick.
Yeah. And it turns out 38 minutes later, she's pregnant.
Boom. Right. Right. Real time hour.
Right.
No, that's pretty great, man. It's very funny.
It is. Like when you really think about just the timing of everything.
Oh,
the
yeah.
movie, it's just silly.
I had a lot of fun with it, man. Yeah. I liked it a lot. I wouldn't mind to see a sequel of this, actually.
Yeah?
Just under different circumstances. The same event happens.
Right.
Just a weird alien that wants to take over dicks.
It's funny that you say that because I meant to mention this earlier, but I kind of want to see a sequel to Cabin in the Woods.
Oh, I would definitely watch a sequel to Cabin in the Woods.
Right.
I would like a Cabin in the Woods where they just do all the tropes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like teenagers and kids trick-or-treating. You know what I mean? Just people going from A to B in the woods.
Yeah.
Just take all those tropes and do a Cabin in the Woods of all of those. I would watch it as a series.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a 4-part.
Or it could be a season or two of
a show.
A show,
yeah.
right.
Mm-hmm. I feel like you get more payoff in a movie if it was done right.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, 2 movies. Like, it's Cabin in the Woods, make it the other one whatever in the whatever, and number 3 whatever in the whatever. Kind of like your Unbreakable and Glass and whatever the other one was called. Split.
Sidewalk in the Hoods.
Split. just fucking dick noises all over the place. Just dicks getting put in stuff noises.
It's just dicks. It's just 2 dicks.
Just 2 dicks.
Talking about movies. All right.
Anyway.
All right. So if you had 10 Ron Jeremy sized penises.
Jesus Christ.
As digits.
I could palm a beach ball.
If you had those,
yeah,
what would you give this one-eyed monster?
They never said it. They never said it once. Not once.
But that's great.
Yeah, no, that's perfect because there's a million dick jokes in this, so they didn't use that one and just made it the title. I love it. I love it. Man, I'm going to give this like 9.75.
Really?
This is almost a perfect 10 for me.
Really?
Yeah, this is good. This is fun. Because the intense acting, if you just take the scene and take it out of the movie and make it about anything else, like anything. I don't know, pick a controversial topic and play the scene against that. And a lot of it's pretty good. Like a bunch of the lighting actually looks pretty good. Some of the camera work, they're doing some like handheld super shaky shit, and it's fucking pissing me off.
The moon scene.
Yeah. I was like, well, that's a super fake moon. Wow.
Just shoot
just shoot the moon. It's there. Yeah.
It's right there.
Yeah. Yeah, unless you made this movie over the weekend. In which
maybe
case,
they did. They probably did.
I don't know. I wonder if it's Play-Doh and chicken wire. The dick.
Play-Doh and chicken wire.
So there's a lot of people are real oily and up in this movie. A lot of baby oil.
All right, I'm gonna
mineral oil going on here.
I'm gonna go 8.5 on this.
8.5,
just because I think it kind of runs its. Towards the end, it's like okay, I don't know.
Yeah,
it's what are we doing?
Yeah, right.
But it's still
it has its moments where it like shoots its load and then it needs a refractory period.
Like 20 minutes or so.
And then it kind of climaxes again. This is the best movie to make podcast commentary to. Like, how long can we milk this?
How long can we last?
How long can we milk it? You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, going for it.
All right.
Damn.
Yeah, last one of these I'm having tonight.
I love it.
I love it. What would you think about?
I mean, we just rated it. I feel like we kind of just,
we did rate it.
Our load.
What did you rate it?
We shot our load.
What did you?
Told you what it was.
Yeah, well, I wasn't listening.
Wow. What a friend.
Hey man, I'm trying to friend it up. I was getting a beer. I got distracted.
8.5, I said.
8.5? That's pretty good. It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good, man.
So how about the bit where douchebag, I don't even remember his name. He's like the director.
Yeah.
He goes to fetch an axe.
Lorette Dax Shepard.
He goes to fetch an axe from the shed.
Yeah.
And while he's in the shed, the dick
on the wall.
is on the wall.
Like next to all the tools. It's like in between the tools. It's just on the wall.
That was one of the funniest. Because you had to rewind it. You're like, did you just see that? And I was like, I think I saw a dick on the wall, but I'm not 100% sure.
Oh, man. That's fucking funny.
You should just clip that.
Oh, that's pretty good. It's pretty spooky in here, man. I think I saw a dick on the wall. Dude, we got so many good zingers in on this one. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, boy.
Having a lot of fun with this movie. Having a lot of laughs watching it. Having a lot of laughs recording it. Feel like I got a little, got some of the old social lubricant.
You got a little sauce?
A little social lubricant.
Did you get a little too much sauce on the side?
A little bit of dick juice. You know what I'm saying? Got any more good dick jokes before we move on?
I don't know. I think we kind of shot our load on all those.
Yeah. We need some electrolytes.
Yeah.
To continue casting this pod. Why does that sound sexual? Casting a pod? Oh, man. Just shooting an escape pod like Alien 7 pod shooter.
Alien 7.
All right, I'm out of gas on that. Play the next part of the show.
Hey, what you watching?
I think I just saw a dick on the wall.
There it is.
What you been doing?
What are you?
Hey, what are you kids doing?
Hey,
what are you kids doing?
what are you? Hey.
That's what it should be. What are you kids doing?
What have I been up to? Tell you what I've been watching first. I think I've just wrapped up the 9 Perfect Strangers first season.
Okay.
Very happy with it.
Yeah.
Liked it a lot. Excited for it to come out again.
The next season.
It's just kind of twisted, and it's hard to. You kind of get it, but then the more they go into it, and you're like, whoa.
I need to check it out.
Yeah, it's a weird series. If anything, watch one episode for the cast alone. If you don't like the pilot, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Sure, it's fine. You don't have to like a thing. I'm enjoying it, though. I like it a lot. Other than that, I was actually rewatching some Auntie Donna's Big Ol' House of Fun.
Oh, hell yeah.
As far as listening to, I've been getting into the new Dirty Loops.
Okay.
Which is called, let me look it up because I
Little bit
forgot. Is it Turbo? I think
A
it's
little
Turbo.
bit of sexy time.
Yeah, the new Dirty Loops album, Turbo, and still bumping some singles from Every Time I Die in anticipation. Do you know when that album comes out?
Sorry. It is expected this year. That's all I know. Sorry, I think it comes out next month. I think.
Okay, well, hey,
So,
this year
soon.
I can work with that because I am tired of waiting.
Yeah. As we get older, I feel like it's harder to find music in general, and the bands that we listen to don't come out with music as much.
No,
because they are also like 10 years older than we are.
Right. Well, I think we're both big. Minus the Bear fans, and we. Did we both go to their last 2 shows? Were you at the?
Yep.
So we went to their farewell tour.
Yeah. And
that sucks.
Yeah, those dudes are.
I tell you what, man. When they do a reunion, yikes! That's how you know. That's how you know.
I feel like they will do something at some point.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's anytime soon.
No.
Because I still follow their like Instagram and all that stuff, and they seem kind of content with taking a break, letting just
let the dust settle.
Yeah. Live their lives a little bit, whatever.
Not like they're fucking, the hugest. They're not a Justin Bieber, but no, Minus the Bear's fucking great though.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
How many quality fucking albums do they have out?
7? 5 or 6.
But yeah, it's like there's quite a few of them.
Probably 6. Yeah.
Oh, they got that acoustic one too. That's not bad.
Well, yeah. I guess if you're counting the 2, well, they have 2 acoustic albums.
But as far as video games, last week's episode, me and J-Bone talked about
J-Dog?
J-Dog Bone.
J-Dog Bone.
J-Dog Bone. It's a dick joke from the movie we were talking about. He was like, hey, I've been playing the beta for the Diablo 2 re-release. And I was like, how was it? And he's like, it's fucking great. And he wasn't wrong because it came out and I bought it and I'm like 6 or 7 hours into it. And the one critique I have about it is the things that they easily could have done to make it a better game, they didn't do. They left it all exactly this. It is the exact same game with a fresh coat of paint.
Right.
I wish they would have at least done something about the menus. That's it. Even then, they're not awful. They're just from, 1998 or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just old and a little on the slow side.
It's just dated, yeah.
But the game is still as fun as I remember it when I was a kid.
Man, Diablo 2.
You looking for the release date?
Came out
So it was actually 2000, the year 2000.
2000? Okay, I was close. 2 years off.
Yeah. Still, I mean, that's it's a couple years ago. That's at least 2 years ago.
That's at least 2 years ago. You can't argue with that. Can't argue with that.
Cannot argue with that, baby.
Yeah, so I've been playing that, and previously I was playing a lot of Civilization 6, which I am enjoying quite a bit. I started my own, just started a game and, kind of picked the rules and how I wanted it set up, and lost miserably.
I think I saw a dick on the wall.
After 470 turns, lost by a lot. Whole lot. Doesn't mean I didn't have fun. I learned from it, though.
Nice.
So now I'm into another one, and I'm 170 turns into it, and I feel like I definitely have a better handle on it this time.
Nice.
Yeah.
I finally finished Gravity's Rainbow.
Yeah? Was it, did you leisurely follow it to its resolution?
I don't really know. There's a lot of it that I don't understand.
Okay.
And I think that's kind of how most readers, how they, after they read it, right?
Yeah.
They're like, okay, what the fuck just happened? I think I saw a dick on the wall, but I'm not 100% sure. And I think maybe that's kind of the point. But I loosely followed the plot. I think I kind of understand what happened.
What is the plot of Gravity's Rainbow? What's the... Set it up for me. Give me the back of the book, the back cover.
The narrative is set primarily in Europe at the end of World War II and centers on the design, production, and dispatch of V-2 rockets by the German military. In particular, it features the quest undertaken by several characters to uncover the secret of a mysterious device, the Black Device, as it is called,
Racist.
which is slated to be installed in a rocket with the serial number 00000.
Okay.
That's the premise.
Just 5 zeros?
That's the serial number for the rocket.
It's the 0th one to ever exist?
It's the 0th rocket. Yeah.
It's
a wild ride that I can't even... I just read that off of Wikipedia.
It sounds like that is connected to the movie that we just watched. Because it's a hard rocket, baby.
It's funny that you say that, and I'm not kidding here.
Is there a detached dick that fucks people to death in Gravity's Rainbow?
No, but I think I just saw a dick on the wall. The main character gets a hard-on every time one of the rockets passes. I'm not kidding.
Are you serious?
I'm 100% serious.
Hey, look at me. Are you fucking with me right now?
No.
No?
I promise you I'm not.
Weird.
It is a weird book.
Look at the connections, ladies and gentlemen. From the audio waves of the past. We connected all those things totally accidentally.
We just did it.
Yep, just a culmination.
We did it. We have...
Culmination of dicks. And cabins.
And cabins.
Got premium...
And dicks and cabins.
Just premium amounts of dicks and cabins in this episode.
So I finally finished that. It literally took me 5 months. Not that I read it every day. There was
You know what? I finished Watchmen.
Nice.
I didn't.
Oh.
Yes. I did read another chunk of it though, and I can wrap it up. I can wrap it up in one sitting. It would take me 2 hours to finish it.
Why are you gonna get me all excited like that?
I don't know, man. What do you think? I was gonna start reading another thing?
You know what happens when I get
excited.
Still
gonna read The Drunken Botanist by Amy Stewart. I'm gonna read every page of it because I love it. I actually might go through that faster than I went through a comic book.
I fucking hope so.
You're right.
Because I want my book back.
Right.
No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I have a little time in the editing seat. I'm really enjoying it though. I tend to read more in the wintertime than ever because I can't do stuff outside. So
Right. So fuck you. I'm talking about what I'm doing.
All right, what are you doing?
Fucking blurted in like a cocksucker.
What are you doing, you fucking piece of shit?
I think I just saw a dick on the wall. I've been watching Baskets, which you still need to watch. It's fucking funny.
Okay.
Watch it.
Okay.
Just fucking do it.
Okay.
Now. No,
this
right
is,
now.
This is my dream.
I've been playing Hitman 3. Been playing a lot of Hitman 3.
How is it?
It's super fun.
Is it Hitmanin'?
It's Hitmanin', baby.
Fucking pew-pewing and...
Pew-pew
and crick snapping?
And fucking poison. Nice.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Oh, dirty.
I'm gonna kind of. At some point, we're gonna do a trailer for a horror movie.
Yeah.
As for a fake ad, and I've been recording some sweet. I got another recording. It's like the dogs playing in the backyard, so they're like. I'm gonna cut that over John purring with his weird predator purr. Like, if you ever pick him up and put him up to your ear, he doesn't sound like a normal cat. He sounds like a gas powered remote control car.
Does he just does he just start purring when you pick him up?
He even if he meows, he's like, oh. It doesn't. I think his vocal cords are fucked up. That's what Alicia said. I was like, he'll outgrow it, but he didn't. Like, now he's an adult cat, and he's still
right.
He barks and shit. It's weird.
Oh,
but he purrs really loud, and he's claws out 24/7.
Claws out,
and
baby.
if you pick up John, he'll immediately be like, just sink him in a little bit.
Oh,
I like old John Lithmeow though. He's
John Lithmeow's a pretty good kid.
Brad, why are you out of bed?
Oh shit.
Oh man.
I think.
Is there anything else you've been watching or listening to?
I just want you to watch fucking Baskets, and I want you to watch Lodge 49. Is that a dick on the wall?
I'm actually like 7 episodes into Lodge 49.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. I'm glad you brought it up because I haven't watched it for like a week or two. I sat and binged like 6 episodes one night, and then I watched another episode the next night, and then I just haven't watched any more of it. But I was very much into it. I think that's a great role for that guy. His name escapes me.
Oh,
he's great as it.
He's in the movie we just fucking talked. Okay, so that's another thing we can talk about if we want. Ingrid Goes West. He's in Ingrid Goes West.
Oh yeah, you just watched that.
I did.
We could have done that for the pod sometime.
Yeah, we can do that sometime.
Yeah, that's a good.
It's a good movie. Wyatt Russell. That's his name.
Wyatt Russell. Yeah,
he's a phenomenal actor.
He really is. Have you seen the? Have you watched any of the Disney Plus Marvel extension shows?
Oh, he's in that. He's in
Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Yeah,
I haven't watched it, but is he pretty good in that?
You love to hate him. Like he plays a guy. He's kind of he has a twisted idea of what his job is supposed to be, and
I like it.
He's pretty disturbing in it, which is a great series actually. Falcon and the Winter Soldier. As a Marvel fanboy, Falcon and the Winter Soldier was actually my favorite of all of the Disney Plus Marvel stuff that's come out yet.
Nice.
I liked it more than the Loki series, which I did like. I'm watching the What If. The first 3 episodes didn't really do it for me, but there's a Doctor Strange episode that is fantastic.
Nice.
It is fantastic. It could have been a full-length feature film, and it's just an episode of a show, and it's so good. Because every episode is its own self-contained thing. But the Doctor Strange episode is mwah. And I haven't watched any of the other ones yet. But that one I was like, holy shit, man. This is good. Really, really good story. Just a great, really gripping even if you don't give a shit about any of that stuff, if you have Disney Plus, you can watch that one episode, the What If Doctor Strange, whatever. I don't know what it's called. But the other first 3 episodes, I was like, they were okay, but I wasn't into it.
As a TV show so far, what do you think about Lodge 49?
Dude, I like it a lot. I really do like it a lot. I'm wondering what else is going to happen with
Ernie?
Ernie?
I mean, that's his name in the show. But
yeah.
Brent Jennings is his real name.
Ernie, Brent Jennings.
Yeah.
Because that's gonna get elevated because of his job and his debts and all this other stuff.
Yeah, it did. Season 2 gets kind of a little weird, but it's really good, and just the performance from Wyatt Russell alone.
He's worth the cost of admission.
Yeah,
to see him play that character, he's a lot of fun.
It's so good. I hope you stick with it.
Yeah. No, I'm liking it.
Yeah.
What happened was I started all of a sudden I was like, there's no movies to watch. I got to find a couple series, and I found like 5 at one time.
Right.
So I got a couple episodes into each one, and now I'm going back one at a time and watching them.
Yeah, that's
We'll tie our foreskins together.
Stop.
Just knot them up, and then play tug of war, punch each other in the face, and see who passes out first.
You guys aren't going to start sucking each other's dicks, are you?
Let's go, talk! We're a one-eyed Batman!
Can I make a suggestion that doesn't involve violence? Or is this the wrong crowd?
Maybe we should call in a bomb threat to Houston. I think it's free beer night at the Astrodome.
We're Jedi, Bob. We don't fight with guns, we fight with our mind.
Cousin business is booming.
That is one big pile of shit.
Jog on.
It's Just Two Movies is a production of Blue Cheese and Bacon Studios and can be found wherever you get your podcasts.
There's some scary monsters.
There are some scary monsters.
I'll tell you, boy. Give me goose pimples.
Give me them goose pimples. Yep.
That's what makes it so creamy, I guess, is the oats.
Yeah.
It's really
good.
good.
Creamy.
All right. Guess what? I'm about to give a little creamy of my own. Here we go. It's called It's Just Two Movies. Ready, set, go. One day we should just come in and be like, hey, welcome back to another episode of It's Just Two Movies, where we talk about local racetracks. And just say we're out at the Chubb's Pub at 900. Got fucking Jim South to see. He's out there. He's going to be out there driving a 1999 Ford F-250.
Hey!
Yeah.
There's your big reveal. You want to grab a beer there, brother?
I do. I don't know about out of there, though.
Hell yeah.